Woody, I've got it. Before you explain anything, I've got it. Because we're doing the next DLC.
We are.
Okay, I finally figured out a name for our guy.
What?
And I didn't share this with you off camera.
Oh boy.
Because it just came to me right as you hit record. Back in the day, I had a RuneScape account. And I named my guy. I named my guy Magic Blade. Can that be this guy's name?
Okay, this can be Magic Blade, the Edgy Wizard.
Yes! Okay.
So, Magic Blade, the Edgy Wizard here. Since we played last time, I kind of got into playing this guy again. And we are doing this second piece of the DLC, by the way, everybody. Crown of the Old Iron King. And so I played as this guy more. I got a snazzy new armor set.
Cool.
As you will see. Nice, all kind of black and white themed.
Way better than the green shirt and white pants of my Magic Blade character.
I also upgraded my magic quite a bit, because last time I was using an item called the Black Witch's Staff, which let me cast a wide variety of spells all at once. Now, instead of that, I have the best sorcery catalyst in the game, the best dark magic catalyst in the game, and the best lightning catalyst in the game. So it's a little harder to use this guy now, because I have to switch between all of those, but he's dramatically more powerful.
That's cool. For every choice, a consequence, kind of like free will. It's like, you're powerful, but you got the setback of having to click on your
this is
D-pad.
this area, by the way.
Yes, you're walking on a giant caca chain. Doesn't that look like a nice golden brown?
But,
Pretzel poop.
so yeah, this is the new DLC. I've played through this once at this point.
With this character?
No, not with this character.
Okay.
Yes, Broom Tower.
Mm.
And also, I got some spells. In the wings, I got Sunlight Spear. I got to the max rank of one of the Covenants to get this.
Mm-hmm.
I only get 4 casts, but it's the most powerful lightning bolt in the game.
Wow. And you have your binoculars equipped. Why?
Because I will show you. Because I was not. I've never really gotten into this to doing all that much, but okay. So I have my binoculars equipped because I can aim with the binoculars like this, and then cast, and it will go to where I aim. So
Wow.
it's basically long range casting.
Yeah. Only no crosshairs, but that's okay because you're pro.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't get any crosshairs or anything like that. I'm going to unequip that and equip a copy of this. So I can have... So this guy, right now, I am kind of loaded down with power spells. Like, I don't really have a lot of stuff that's general use, which, actually, speaking of, I might go ahead and switch out this, because that is 2 slots.
Like, all the spells you had equipped are more for, like, a boss, not so much just...
Yeah, they're like, I could kill a boss super fast and really easy, but it'd be a little harder to, just like for day-to-day monster slaying. So I think I am going to go with... Well, I already have 2 copies of that, so I will go with another copy of Soul Spear. So...
What do you think of Dark Souls incorporating, like, an in-game passing of time, like days, nights? Do you like how things just stay stationary?
I kind of like how things stay stationary. So, this DLC is called Crown of the Old Iron King, and it has a big gimmick in it. Okay, that right there is not technically an enemy.
What?
There's an item I picked up on one of these across the way over there called Smelter Wedges.
Uh-huh.
These kill those. Okay, remember, that enemy we ran into last time at the very bottom of that tower named Alana, the Squalid Queen?
I remember her.
Who was kind of evil?
Yzma.
Yes, Yzma and Krunk. This is the soul of, Nidalia, Bride of Ash, who is central to the story of this piece of DLC.
Okay.
Her soul, instead of being in a boss, is inside a bunch of different statues and held by a bunch of different enemies.
Mm.
And in order
Horcruxes.
to defeat her, you have to kill all those statues, get all those soul fragments.
Right. Put them together, and then defeat her.
Put them together to create her soul. So, those little ashen idols, those are called, those pop out a whole bunch during this DLC.
Okay. And you have to collect them all, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And overall, I like this DLC about as much as Sunken King, which was the first one. It has some positives and some negatives. One of the cool things is that this whole giant piece of DLC is one area, which it's like one of the most interconnected, complex areas. Like, you can look down here, we will eventually go to all of that. All the way down to the bottom.
Wow.
See that little tiny blue dot down at the bottom?
I do.
That's the boss room.
Ooh. I'm guessing it's much larger than it appears at that point. Okay.
Well, of course, because you go all the way, all this outside stuff and everything. So, I don't know how effective magic is going to be in this DLC. Also, I have a really good shield, too. Which, this shield is actually, you cannot know what it's called because it is spoilers.
Okay. Attaboy Magic Blade.
Magic Blade.
It does have a nice ring to it, doesn't it? It's pretty straightforward. Adjective, noun.
That is the most 13-year-old name.
But
Was it... Okay, be honest, was that even a 13-year-old name?
no. That was probably
So,
10?
you know how this looks like snow?
Yes.
It's not. It's
ash. Ash from, like... Wait, what's in a Nestus flask? I thought... Aren't you drinking human ashes?
No.
Oh.
You might be thinking of Sublime Bone Dust.
That's what I was thinking of.
Or not. But,
But I'm saying that because you just kind of threw that in there for me.
yeah. Okay, see that Dark Greatsword move that I just did?
Yes.
That is one of the most powerful spells I have. It might be the most powerful spell. That actually came from the last DLC. I messed around with it a bit, because you saw it kind of does that big Dark Greatsword.
Whoosh! Horizontal
Yes.
slash, yes.
It also sends out a little wave of energy
That's cool.
with that.
Feeling the vibe.
And it's a cool spell, but in addition to that, there's a sweet spot right at the end of the blade when you do that that will hit the enemies with the blade and the little wave right at the same time. And that does extreme amounts of damage. It's really only my most damaging spell if I hit like that.
Right.
But when I do, it's like a boss killer.
Have you honed in your sweet spot skills?
Quite a bit, yes, because in order to be able to level up a bit and to get my Sunlight Spear Miracle, I got to level 30 in the Sunlight Warrior Covenant, so Solaire's Covenant, only in this game. And how you do that is you get summoned and you help somebody beat a boss and you get a medal. So I did that 30 times.
Wow. You've been busy.
And I exclusively did that fighting against the final boss of the game. So I also got a lot of souls for that. So I am at close to soul level 2. I'm at like 196 right now.
Good grief, Woody.
So this guy is very high level.
You're a bit of a beefcake. Well, you were already kind of a high level last time, right? You were like 173 in the last DLC? Right?
Yeah.
But still, even then, that's a lot of souls
Yes.
when you're already that high of a level.
So I could go down right now,
But...
and I will show you
Oh.
what happens.
So you will, okay.
I'm not going to go all the way down. That is down there, it will see me, and it will buff all of these guys. Each of these idols has a magic spell that it uses
Okay.
when you get close to them. I'm not going to go down that way. I'm going to go the secret way. Which, it's not really super secret, but, so you can just drop down a level instead. So this is a new enemy introduced in this DLC. These guys have bows, and they also have swords that are on fire. It's a very video game enemy.
Yes. And they also have ethereal bodies. And they can stretch their limbs. So you're going to avoid that thing altogether? You have to go there, though, to destroy it, right?
I'm going to eventually.
Okay.
I'm going around the back way, so it won't notice me.
So how will you defeat it without raising an alarm to all those other bots? Or
I am going to kill them.
mobs, okay.
I'm not raising alarm, I'm just taking the smart path. Because see, if I drop down there, a bunch of them come up out of the ash.
Out of the ashes, they will rise.
So instead, I'm kind of going the sneaky way.
Mimic. And yes, there are metal mimics.
There are, apparently.
Apparently.
Somebody
it was in a YouTube comment. It has to be true.
Yeah, because someone mentioned that. I can't actually remember where there is a metal mimic. I think I know where there is one.
Have you done everything in
And
this game?
we are about to come across it in Dwayne's playthrough.
Oh, great.
Or not Dwayne's,
Dwayne.
Brock's playthrough.
You did it again. Oh, Dwayne. Look out, Woody. Kick him. Or you could... I'm glad you don't follow.
I almost died.
Were you actually in the animation of a backstab when that happened?
No.
Okay, if you were, would you fall?
No, I tried to backstab, but I didn't do the animation correctly for some reason. By the way, I would just want to say, this axe, I've tried a bunch of different weapons for this guy. This is like one of my favorite weapons in this game. It's simple, but it's like lightning damage, and I just really like it. I don't know why. It's got a really good moveset. It looks cool. Okay, you can see, I killed that guy in like one backstab and a couple hits. See how much damage he took?
Oh, wow. It like buffed their health 2 times.
Thankfully, once I start this animation, I can't be hit out of it.
That's good. Unlike backstabs, right?
No, you can be hit during backstabs, but you can't be hit out of the animation.
Oh.
What you're thinking of is the door animations. Because if you go to a fog door, you can get hit out of that. In this game, you couldn't in the original versions.
Very nice. And you have 40 of those.
Yep, I have a lot of those.
That is so overpowered. Okay, you got another chunk of Nadalia. Little nugget of Nadalia. Beefcake! Woo.
The best thing about dark magic too is that it really stuns a lot on
Yeah.
hit. So like these guys, I can delay hitting for a long time. Dance of Fire is a pyromancy. I'm not really going to get to use it as this guy because
Right.
I don't use pyromancy.
So, yeah.
I could adopt pyromancy with this guy pretty easy, but I would have to ditch one of my slots for a pyromancy
Because
glove.
it's too much to have.
Yeah, because I have right now a shield, binoculars, and lightning catalyst on my left.
You could probably give up the binoculars.
And I have no, because well, that's my long range option. You want that?
Your Dark Orb has a really fast cast, too. So
Yeah.
like, that is... Have you done any PvP with Dark Magic Blade? Whoops.
Just when I've gotten invaded, and in all honesty, like I said, I'm not great at PvP, and I'm not really great at determining like what's necessarily good or bad in PvP, other than this guy is not built for PvP, and I don't carry good PvP.
Are there just like too many countermeasures people can take when you're fighting
Well,
magic?
because there
or-
are spells, there are things that work against players, and things that work against enemies, and this guy is all spec'd for things that work against enemies.
Okay.
Because like this, like dark orbs and all my just sort of bullet type spells
So just dodge.
don't really work that well against human players.
Okay. It's too easy to dodge, or just the damage doesn't
It's too
scale
easy to
the
dodge.
same?
No, it's actually quite a bit of damage. Like,
Okay.
if I can... Basically, this guy in PvP, I think I have a probably close to a 50-50 win rate. But, in PvP, this guy, if I can hit somebody, they're pretty much dead. But I have to hit them first. So, like the first DLC, this gives you a ton of upgrade materials.
That's cool. You will only grow stronger. I don't know who that was supposed to be, but that was my rough...
So, that's a tower with a
voice.
big torch thing in it.
Yes. Do you have to hit? You have to stab that with a ice pick of
No, you just have to
bloody
turn it
passion?
off.
Okay. I don't even know what that
It's
was.
a little anticlimactic. You just turn it off. There's a switch. Now, this will be... Now, since I don't have pyromancy, this is kind of difficult.
Oh, it's a skeleton holding a barrel. For a second
No,
I
it's
thought
not
it
a
was...
skeleton,
Oh,
actually.
well, zombie, weird demonic thing, whatever.
See, I can kill these
Same
guys,
difference.
but those barrels they have explode.
Oh, thought it was a cake. When does it explode? They just drop it, or...
If you hit them with fire,
Oh.
they explode.
Oh,
So it's actually very beneficial to have like some kind of fire right now. So pyromancy would not actually be a bad idea. Too bad I don't have it.
What are those guys called again?
I think these are called like possessed knights or something.
Really? That's kind of just a little literal. I don't know exactly what it is.
He's dead now. This DLC does add a bunch of cool items. I haven't really gotten many of them yet. Yeah, see,
Apparently, the Soul Spear.
Soul Spear makes them explode. It's because it's weird, kind of, what makes them explode and not explode.
Mm-hmm.
And it can feel a little random sometimes, like that.
Sometimes I feel a little random.
When I'm all alone at night.
Chicken.
Yeah, so I do pretty crazy damage as Magic Blade here.
Crazy stupid damage.
But like I said, it's It is annoying because I have to keep switching my catalyst a bunch
Right.
to cast the proper
But you have a
spell.
brand new controller, so you just wear in that D-pad. Woody's busting out the claw method. That was not the sweet spot, but still did a lot of damage. Do the sweet spot, Woody! Oh. One more of those and he's out of there! Just hit him. Woody. Don't die. Woody.
Saying that doesn't help, Chicho.